That's what's up. This water's tweaking. Seems like enough cheese, so we should add more. You want sweaty shallots. You want it to give ocean. You want it to tweak ocean style. Let's make mac and cheese. Fresh shallots, fresh grated garlic, butter, unsalted, flour, cream, Worcestershire, Tabasco, pepper, grated mozzarella, grated cheddar, grated Monterey Jack, Pecorino, evaporated milk, mustard. The pasta in question, shells. Discuss. These shells get full of cream, and we love that for mac and cheese and for our life. Okay, let's get the show on the road. Hot, about 2 tablespoons of butter. Pan's not so hot. 2 tablespoons of butter, garlic, nose bath alert, kosher salt. Get them getting nice and sweaty. You want sweaty shallots. You want sweaty shallots. Sweaty shallots. Let them sweat, don't let them brown. We're on high heat right now. High octane. 2 tabs of flour, 2 tablespoons. You're gonna sift it through, no lumps. Phase 1 of non-lumpy, non-grainy mac and cheese. Flour right over the shallots. No lumps, no clumps. I mean, it doesn't look so pretty now, but it will. Okay, lower the heat a little bit. Now, before we add anything else, you just wanna cook this flour a little bit and these shallots. Feeling good. Cup of cream. Take a little whisk to this. So in here we have the flour, the butter, the shallots, the garlic, and salt, and the cream. See how this is just building a beautiful base? See how it's thickening really quickly? This is like a bechamel, right? Which is just a milk sauce with a roux. Now let's flavor this a little bit before we add anything else. A little bit of Worcestershire. Now, if you don't like Worcestershire, you can add soy sauce instead. A little dash, right? Dash of Tabasco. It's not gonna taste spicy. It just gives it a little lift. Some cracks of pepper. Now to that, it's pretty thick. You see that, right? I took it off the heat to add those seasonings, and look how thick. That's that roux, that bechamel we made. Smells so good, right? Smells like mac and cheese already. Evaporated milk, 1.5 cups. Now you can add more cream. You could add milk, you could add sour cream to this, you could add cream cheese. I just happen to like this combination of cream, shallots, garlic, and evaporated milk. You notice as I add in everything, I make sure it's really smooth. That's another way to make sure it doesn't turn out lumpy, clumpy, or grainy, because we don't want that. See how nice and smooth this is? We bring this up to a boil. That's gonna be our cue to slowly start adding cheese, because we haven't added any cheese yet, right? Give it a little taste. It's really good. You just need a little pinch of salt, kosher salt in here. See how nice and smooth that is? Pretty hot, right? It's about to boil, but it's not boiling. It's kind of simmery. 8 ounces of cheddar. 1 pound of mozzarella. Grated the cheese myself. You see how hot this is, right? It's almost boiling. But now I've added this cheese, and I'm gonna shut the heat off. When you introduce the cheese to your cheese sauce, you have to do it gently, or it's gonna get grainy or separate. The best thing you can do if your mac and cheese starts to separate or get weird is add a little bit of warm water. So I always save pasta water from cooking the macaroni, and that way if I need a little water to smooth it out, I can. Because what makes your mac and cheese sauce grainy, among other things, is when there's too much fat. See how this is? It's like we already got the cheese pull, but it's smooth. The cheese is melting on its own terms. Seems like enough cheese, so we should add more. 8 ounces Monterey Jack. Grated myself. Can't buy the bag stuff. It's got stabilizers and other stuff. Now I added a lot of cheese, so I'm gonna crack some pepper in here. Just some, and a little bit of mustard. Mustard's a stabilizer. About a generous teaspoonish. It's my favorite thing to add to everything. And just mix a little bit. Don't overmix this. It'll get weird on you, like your friends. Don't worry if you don't like mustard, because it doesn't give it a mustard taste. The heat is off. Now look, see how it's getting a little weird on me? I'm boiling water for my pasta. I haven't seasoned it yet. I'm gonna put a little water in here. Gently mix it. Notice how I have not turned the heat back on yet. Pasta water, no oil, but a lot of salt. You want it to give ocean. You want it to tweak ocean style. Elbow macaroni, I think not shells. I like the shells because they get filled with cream. Stir it right when you put it in the salted water. That way you know they're not sticking. It's one of the best insurance policies. Salt the water and stir it. I like one of these, like a big, spider, strainer, slotted spoon if you like it. One of these, or like one of these, or one of these, or one of these. Anything like this. You have options as long as your spoons have holes. 2-3 minutes for that to cook. This is just sitting here, off the heat, waiting. I'm not gonna add all this pecorino, it's too much. I'm gonna add a little, couple ounces pecorino, packs, couple ounces. That's that fourth cheese. And I'm not even gonna mix it in, I'm just gonna leave it like that. This is waiting, off the heat. It's on the stove, but just sitting here, and this is boiling. This water's tweaking. We're gonna boil this for a few minutes, but not too long, like 4 or 5 minutes. I want them pretty al dente, because we're gonna bake them in the oven after. So you wanna go light on the cooking with the pasta. Al dente, like 5 minutes. If you were doing some elbow macaroni, same amount of time, like 4 or 5 minutes. Take them out and drain them. Save some of that pasta water though. Mac and cheese mistake number 1, overcooking your pasta before you've even gotten out of the building. You don't want it raw, right? You don't want to crunch on them, but it can have a bite to it. If they're undercooked, they won't cook when they bake in the oven. They'll be weird. It'll be like eating shards of glass. Otherwise it'd be great. Okay, now it's been a few minutes, about 4. Little tooth on them, al dente tooth, right in there. No need to drain. I don't mind if there's a little pasta water in there. As long as the sauce is still warm and a similar temperature to the pasta water, it's fine. You don't want to dump hot water into cold cheese sauce, so just keep the cheese sauce hot enough. This is a pound of medium shells. Shell is so nostalgic to me. Although my mom would probably put ricotta with these more than she would put Monterey Jack, which is the least Italian cheese in the supermarket. Now we mix. Remember that cheese we put on top, the parm? Shh, can you hear it? A little more pecorino, pepper. Now we're prepping this to go in the oven. More cheese. You could put some breadcrumbs or bacon on here. I kind of like it to be all about the cheese. Insurance policy. Just in case the cream spills over the edges. You know what's so underrated in there is the shallots and the hot sauce. That's what's up. I like it better than a lot of cayenne or paprikas, a little Tabasco. Now we're gonna go in the oven and bake it for like 25 minutes at 350, and we'll be back. We're at about the 10-minute mark now, and you can see the mac just bubbling, getting brown on the edges. See that bubble? All right, mac and cheese. Is there a more perfect food group than mac and cheese? Look at this beauty. This is so hot. Oh my God. Look at this mac and cheese. First bite always has to have the crunchy top. This doesn't need anything. You could put bacon drippings and breadcrumbs on here, or like a wheel of brie, I guess, but pretty damn good. And the shells kind of break in your mouth, and the cream and the cheese just come out. It's so good. I'm gonna eat the rest of this now. That's like the one you eat in the kitchen when you're alone. It's like a little Roni cup. The pasta in question, shells. 25 minutes.